Right, just one more reminder for everybody. All right, welcome everybody. I want you guys to just rename yourself so that we can get to know one another a little bit more. That is to rename yourself. So how can you rename yourself? You can find your little square where your name is, where your screen is, and then there's a three dots there. When you click on that three dots, it will find a rename function. You click on that rename function. Please rename yourself with country where you are from or where you at right now, underscore your name. With a short name, just short name will do. Yeah. For example, yeah, Malaysia, underscore N. I see here Najiha also have renamed herself. Thank you so much, Najiha. I saw Ani have renamed herself. Very good, very good. Right. The reason why we ask you to is because we want to know where you're from as well. Most of us here, I see a lot of us here from Malaysia. We also have friends from the Philippines, and also we have friends from South Korea joining us tonight. All right. Thank you very much. Heba, I'm going to mute you for a bit, and then I'm going to unmute you later, okay? Don't worry. Your audio works. All right, you guys wanna prepare pen and paper to write notes. I can tell you have been running the sessions for 8 community takeovers for this year. There are a lot of very useful things that you can learn from our session leads that you might want to take notes. Okay. Also say hi to everybody, type in the chat, say hi and share with us. What do you think of digitalized learning? Do you think digitalized learning are effective or do you think they are not effective? Feel free to just share. And don't worry, nothing is wrong and nobody can say you're right either. It's just your own opinion. So don't be scared. This is a safe space, so you can share your opinion on this. I see some people already saying hi here. Hi, Siti. Hi, Naziha. Hello. Hi, Diane. Right. Lim has shared, Lim from South Korea said, digital learning is good, but kind of hard to practice in the classroom. Do you guys agree? Right. I see. Right. So Dayang also have shared, I have been using digital learning in my class and out of class activity. It has pros and cons. All right. Keep the comment coming, everyone. So welcome to Global Teacher Conversation session. It's very nice to see all of you. And we have some Zoom norms we'd like to share with you guys. I would like for you to mute when you are not speaking. You can unmute yourself when you need to speak and to share your opinions or to share responses later. But when you're not speaking, when other people are speaking, I would like for you to mute so that we don't have clashes of audios during the session. Number 2, please be present. Please switch on your video whenever possible. This is the name of Global Teacher Conversation has conversation in it, and it will feel more real, more sincere if I can see who am I speaking to, right? I see Heba on the screen there. That's very good. I see Zura in an avatar form. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right. And the last norm is participate and don't be shy. I tell you, there's nothing wrong, nothing like it. Don't be shy. Don't be worried, oh, would other people understand my English? Or I'm not very good in English. Honestly, nobody here has English as their first language. So it is normal for you to think, I'm not that good. But truthfully, everybody here feel the same. So the thing that you're scared about, probably other people are scared of too. So don't worry. We are not here to judge how good are you in English. We are here to just share and have dialogue and have some good fun with peer educators around the world. Okay? Right. I would like to also share with you some GTC pillar principles that we have been standing on since we started in 2021. Number one is to be respectful. We do realize that people here comes from all sorts of background and have different experiences and come from different walks of life at different level in their journey, in their profession or in their teaching journey. So let's just be mindful of how we speak and how we behave and how we communicate with each other, right? Because it doesn't matter if you're good, it's better if you are kind, right? Number two, be supportive. Let's give space and time for partners. Later, when you are in the breakout room for dialogue session, if you find a member, your speaking partner is struggling, then give them this support, give them space so that they can share with you their thoughts and they can also share the same support to you. And last but not least, show interest, ask questions, and also answer questions. We want everybody to take part because, let me tell you, Global Teacher Conversation is not and will never be a seminar. Because this is not a seminar, this is just a sharing session between friends of educators. And this is why we want to keep it as a genuine conversation as we can. So ask questions and also ask you things and also respond to us. All right. If you guys are ready, let me see some thumbs up. So you can use the reaction buttons in the chat, or you can just give some emoji. All right, Dayang. That's a physical thumbs up from you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What about the others? You guys ready? Okay. So just a little bit of agenda of what's going to happen tonight. We'll have opening. This is the opening right now, and then we'll have the community takeover happening for about 50 minutes or so, and then we'll have 15 to 20 minutes conversation, followed by some announcement and closing. Right. Before we start with our community takeover session tonight, I want you to type in the chat to what extent digitalization increase effectiveness in student learning based on experience. Let's take some time to just step back, reflect, because some of you have tried digitalized learning with your students, right? So just let us know in the chat, what does it feel like? Is it feel like a 20% effective? Does it feel like 70% effective? Does it better than a normal traditional learning based on your experience? Or is it not? That works too, don't worry. Okay, I see Lim has responded, positive student engagement and learning. So doing learning in a digital setting has increased in positive student engagement. That's good. That's good. What about the others? The CT mentioned it is better and much easier to increase effectiveness of learning than the traditional setting. It creates interest among students. Okay. Yeah. We all know that the very door to knowledge is actually interest first, right? That's why even in teaching, we have this set induction or introduction to pique the interest of our students before we go and jump into the lesson of the day. Right. Let me see from others. Priya, 70% effective when she incorporate technology in her lessons. Students engaging. All right. Who is this from? Zubair. So Ahmad Zubair said students like technology. All right. Students like technology. This is a good point. Students like technology, but does it increase the effectiveness of learning? Do they learning or they just use the technology to get to something else? All right, all right. Okay, maybe one more, two more people want to share in the chat. Naziha said students are more excited to learn. Okay. Yes. Yes, Zubair, that's something else to discuss. Yeah. We could like something but not use them, right? Okay. Ah, Lim. Lim, students love gamification in education. We as adults also love gamification. I hope I learned everything through gamification. Mm. Priya, don't your pants anymore. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, keep them chats coming. All right. I want to bring you to today's session lead for community takeover. I want to introduce everyone to Heba Magboub. So Heba is a Google Educator Group leader in Libya. Mind you, Libya is a country. So this is a GEG leader for the whole country in Libya. And I happen to know Heba, I think around last year at the Google Champions Symposium in Singapore. And she has gladly spent her time today with all you guys to share of her learnings on how she takes on the challenge to bring digitalized learning and using technology for learning in Libya, in her country. She will be sharing with us her journey. She will also be sharing with us stories on how that unfolds. There must be challenges along the way. What is her current issues? What is her current challenges? You know, all those things. So I hope everybody will take this chance to not only just listen to Hiba, but also ask her questions. Ask as many questions you like. While listening to Hiba, you can drop your questions in the chat box. We will pick up your questions at the end of Hiba's sharing before you go to breakout room. And we'll also address the questions that you give to her later. So just at any point of time, you can drop your questions in the chat. Okay? Right. We will also give you a chance to unmute later for question and answers. So you can unmute and speak to Hiba yourself. Hiba, you ready?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. All right, I can hear you. You ready to start, Hiba? Hiba, you're muted now.
Okay, so I use two devices because
Okay, because the weather is too rainy and windy today, heavy rain.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Let me stop my screen so that you can take over. Whenever you're ready, Hiba.
Okay, do you want to share the video, Atika, first, or do you want to leave it at the end? So we jump immediately to Google Vids.
You can start this.
Excuse me?
You can start first, Hiba.
Okay, so let me share my Vids. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so excited to discuss the power of videos creation for students, teachers, and also for education leaders. With this brand new, totally new tool uh, provided by Google, now making videos are easier than ever. First, I will talk about enhancing support. Video will support us enhancing uh, the operation of teaching and learning by increasing engagement in the classroom. It gives students and teachers the ability to inject their own personality into whatever they are presenting. It also helps fostering a better sense of connection, especially when the teacher likes to connect with their students. And it encourage creativity uh, for kids. There is so much you can do with videos uh, that you can do that you can't do using the words. Tool, it's as any other Google, the same file at the same time, full of features, full of tools, and give you the ability to smart, but not. Okay, so let's go now. Okay, I'm waiting for the screen to move to the next one. I have changed the tab. Okay, so
Hiba.
screen move.
Yeah, don't worry. Hiba, do you want to share the file with me so I can help you share
ساعات
the screen as well?
yeah, because
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Let us work on this a little bit. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Hiba, and you can share with me your slide and then I can share to everyone. I can help you share. Is that okay?
I'm finished with the
We couldn't hear you.
slide. I want to demonstrate with right now, and it doesn't move to the vids. Stop sharing and share again.
Sure, sure. No problem.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen again.
Banyak. Mama bukan yang jawab tu.
So from your ordinary,
Belalang.
from your everyday ordinary life, you go to the and now let's say the tool is still going out.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Well, this happens even with digital technologies, even with the advancements of technology, some issues do happen like this. These are the challenges of
Yeah.
not having face-to-face, right? But that's okay. That's okay. Let's give Libya the understanding that we have as a human. Let's Heba resolve this first. And then we can get on to our session. While we're waiting for Heba to have her slides back up, maybe we can resume our conversation just now. The question was, as we have technology and we have digitalized our experience in teaching and learning, do you see that it has become useful or effective in making sure that our students really learn? Does the use of technology, does the use of digitalization reflect on your students' performance, reflects on your students' understanding of knowledge? Does it reflect in the exam? Can you guys share? You can share in the chat, or if you guys want to unmute right now and share, that works too. Yes, I saw some of the chat there says the students love. Well, students love gamification. Students love learning digital. But does it translate to understanding of concept, understanding of knowledge? Does it translate to performance? Does it translate to exam results? What do you guys think? You can put in the chat, or you can also unmute if you want to. Let's use this time to give people some space for her to get back on the screen.
Sorry, I'm also out of the main meeting.
Oh,
Let me try to
okay.
fix it.
Okay, no problem. Super. I think this is super. Yes, super. Sometimes what's in our mind is different than students. Using technologies help in delivering. Yes, using technologies help in delivering. What about the receiving part? Is the receiving part doing well? I want to know. I'm curious to know. We have so many of you here, but some of you can share your experiences. We have been doing digitalized learning since 2021. So that's about 3 years now, 4, right? How do you see that works? So for those for in teaching about the outside world, teaching about places and people who are out of reach. This is a very good example on how we do it and also increase knowledge or information for the students that we're teaching. Because the way said, he used to teach in Sarawak, so that the place might be unfamiliar with other parts of Malaysia. They lack of information of the outside world. So teaching with technology, helping them to get information that is usually not available for them at their place. That's good. That's a good example.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's jump immediately
All
to
right.
Google
No
Fit.
problem.
Sorry, it's like the first day of heavy rain here in Libya in winter this year, and that happens every winter. The first heavy rain causes many traffic jams, weak internet connection. So we need to prepare Ariel maybe for the winter next year. So here it is. This is the Google Vids. I've started from my Google Drive, going to the new here slide, and here because I'm using this account, here I find Google Vids. It's coming, rolling on to other accounts, to other people gradually. Okay, this is the main interface, the main page of Google Vids. It gives you the ability to select any template you want to start with. Okay. And we have another option if you want to start directly recording your video, or you want to upload pre-made files. So let's select one of these templates. Okay. They have very interesting titles here, so you can choose from. So let's go with this one here. And by presenting these tabs, the different scenes here, you can check them so you can decide if you want to use this or not. If you want to use only one scene from of these scenes, so you just select that and you select insert selected scene, or you can select everything here, going to insert all scenes. That's what I have done this time. Okay, so I'm inserting all scenes. Okay, here it is. So it's similar to the if you have used before any vid or video creation software, it's similar to these, but I find this more interesting because it makes things easier, simpler, and also it collects the features students and teachers needs while creating their own materials. Okay, now this is here the first scene, as you can see. Okay, and each scene is represented in this box here. It shows the time, and easily you can drag this to increase it, the time, or to decrease the time. Okay, going to the next scene and doing so. Okay, but the first thing I like to do is starting with the style. Let's go to this colorful scene here. As you can see, I can select any other colors I like. So now I'm going to change any pink color with this, the orange one I have selected. Okay. And all the video are going with another darker blue color. Okay. Going this way. Okay. And changing. You can also change the font if you like, to select another font like this one. And now we're replacing everything with this. Okay. So after finishing adding, removing the main scenes, here we can also add another elements from this, the tool bar. The first one, we go back to the template, but let's now go to this, the text. So, and we can select what type of text we want to add because this is a smart designer. So we can choose from these pre-designed apps. And it goes well with my design. So here it is. It's ready to edit and to move around. Okay. As we did here, or selecting everything together and moving that here. Okay. We can also add shapes. And we can search and find images to add or any data from our devices, media. Okay. Now, the other thing I like about vids is how easy you can add the voice over your video. So when I click this, the script on this section, I'm going to add any, it's similar to the presenter notes that appears down on Google Slide. But now we find it here, the scripts. And while you finish the script you want to say with each scene here, you go to record myself, like now. So you select whether you want to record a camera. So you're recording your face with the, this scene, or the screen and the camera, or only the screen, or this one, you're adding the voice over. Okay, so by this, you can match the time of the voice that you have added with the time that you give to this slide. So you can, okay, let's do this, allow this time. Okay, so let's say multiple choice 40 questions and short answers 4 questions. Number 2, time limit 2 hours. Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to press this, the recording button, and then saying the instructions the teacher has added to this scene. Okay, so here it is, counting down, multiple choice 40 questions and short answers 4 questions. Now, after I've finished this, it took me 9 seconds. I can preview them. Okay, to decide whether to insert them to this section or not. Okay, so it's simple. I have prepared a template for you to work on. I've also added exercise. So I'm going to give you this 10 to 15 minutes so you can sign in and join this file so we can work together to prepare this video. Okay, Atika.
Right.
Okay. How do you want me to share?
Sure. Is 10 minutes enough?
Yeah, okay. I guess there is a delay, right? Is there any delay?
Yeah, no problem. Okay. This is what we can do. Okay. Everyone will be split into breakout rooms. We will be sending you guys into in about 10 minutes breakout room, and try as much as you can create a video.
Okay, first, let's give them the accounts and the password so they can join this file and this account, because not all the people have Google Fit on their
Right.
drive.
Hold on. All right. Okay, sure. Right, we will send you guys to 10 breakout rooms, and we will be sharing accounts, username with password, so that you guys can try this out with your friends. Okay. So according to your breakout room, so breakout room 1, please use username 1 and password 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 until 30. Okay. I want to see if you guys understand. So if you understand, please give us a
Okay.
thumbs up. Okay. All right. Thank you. What about other people? Okay. All right. I see 2 more thumbs up. Rishi, thank you so much. All right. Hold on. This will take us a bit. In the chat, you will see the account details being shared.
You will find the file shared. Okay.
Yeah. Chat in the
You will
chat, so
find
please
the,
check.
you,
Yes. Yeah.
and you will find the file shared to the drive after signing into this account. You will find the file shared to the drive. You will find this. The first scene shows what you need to do. Add a new scene, edit your scene style, add text and effects, add elements and animation and sound effect if you like, and then you share your video. If you don't have an idea about what video you're going to create, try to create a video about making a sandwich. Okay, so you're going to look for the ingredient as images, then making some effects and some animation. So you prepare your sandwich and teach others how can they prepare a delicious sandwich.
Don't worry, everyone. We're not trying to get you to make a rocket out of this. We're not sending anyone to space.
Yes.
So don't think complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we send you over
Yes.
to the breakout room, just work with the 3 or 4, 2 or 3 other friends here in your breakout room to the video. You don't have to finish the video. We just want you to
Yes.
feel how it is to be able to create with Google Videos. Okay. All right. We'll be sending you to your breakout room, and we'll see you again in 10 minutes.
اقرأ أدقى
Okay, I hope you're
نعم
enjoy creating a Google Vid. So let's go now to the next
part of this, the second exercise. Now we're going to use Gemini. Okay, in creating our video. So let's go back, share my window. Okay. So here it is, this time. So this time we're going to help Miss Delia Jackson. She's a school teacher and she would like to create a video for her student about the topic of volcanoes to create something that's engaging. Okay, so she has created a file named volcanoes. Here is the file. In Google Docs, volcano, the Earth Fairy giant. We have introduction, what causes volcano, types of volcanoes, and these things about this subject. Okay, so then to help her, now we will ask Gemini to do so. We have Gemini embedded, as you know, in all Google tools in Google Workspace. So once you create a new file, you will find the option of using Gemini to create your video. So let's try this together.
Right, everyone, for those of you, some of you might just be joining in. So Heba will be sharing, just demonstrating, Heba will be demonstrating, showing us how she uses Gemini for lessons. And Libya is preparing for that. I see Diane has a question. Okay, we'll leave that over there and then we'll answer it later. Okay. Heba, whenever
Okay.
you're ready.
So in this time, here we'll have Gemini help me create, and we have the section where we can add.
Have you started sharing your screen, Heba? Because you cannot see. It doesn't appear here. You're gonna start sharing and try
I'm sharing my screen,
it,
yeah.
because nothing is on the screen right now.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Not yet.
Yeah, no, it's the internet issue for today.
I'll stop your sharing and then you can share again.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Then try again. Let's see if your screen is up.
Let me share that again.
No, we still have an empty screen.
Yeah, it's buffering.
I see. Okay. While we are waiting for Heba's screen to appear, if any one of you have any question, or maybe you want to share your experience trying on editing on Google Video just now, maybe you can share in the chat. You can share here. What was the experience like? Was it exciting? Was it frustrating? Was it interesting? Did you try? Did you even get to try or not? Eva, your screen is not here.
Um, Yes, I'm hearing you, Atika. The internet connection is not stable. So
No
sorry
problem.
for this.
No problem. I think what we can do here from here now on is we can skip the demonstration for Gemini at this point. Maybe you can just switch on your video and share your stories instead. I think we can do that right now.
It's better if you share it because of the uploading thing, yes. And
I see your video.
yeah,
Yeah. So we will start with Heba's
yes,
video.
yes.
Heba has a short video that she would like to share with all of us. And then after that, Heba will be sharing her stories about how he gets into encouraging people to use technology in teaching and learning in Libya, and what are or what were her challenges before, and what action does she take. All right, I'm gonna share the screen and play the video for you guys. It does a disclaimer though. The video is not in English. So maybe you can try to understand the backgrounds of the video first, and then Hiba will share with you what the content is about. She will be translating it for us after this.
السلام عليكم، معكم هبة المغبوب أروي لكم قصتي. في رحلة البحث عن مناهج علوم الحاسوب للأطفال اطلعت على مناهج جوجل في البرمجة والمهارات الرقمية، ثم التحقت بتدريب للحصول على شهادة في تكنولوجيا التعليم. في ذلك الوقت لم تكن الحاجة لتطبيقات التعليم الإلكتروني ملحة بعد. في مطلع عام 2020 ولما رأى التعليم عن بعد واقعا جديدا، كنت قد أنهيت بتوفيق الله التدريب وحصلت على شهادة جوجل للمعلم المعتمد المستوى الأول. تلا ذلك مباشرة تدريب وشهادة المستوى الثاني. وتعاونت مع المركز العام للتدريب وتطوير التعليم في تدريب معلمي لجنة التعليم عن بعد على استخدام حزمة برامج جوجل التعليمية. وعندما بدأت سنة 2021 حققت بفضل الله تعالى أول إنجاز لي على المستوى العالمي. أصبحت أول مدرب معتمد لدى شركة جوجل في ليبيا. ثم قضيت وقتا في تطوير المهني وتحقيق تدريبات وشغلات أخرى في تكنولوجيا التعليم. ثم اتجهت لهدفي القادم، وهو تسجيل مجتمع معتمد من جوجل للمعلمين. وتحقق بفضل الله تعالى إطلاق جي ليبيا. وطوال تلك السنة عملت على ترسيخ الوعي وإرساء ثقافة تكنولوجيا التعليم من خلال ورش عمل وتدريبات متنوعة، وأيضا مشاركتي في أحداث وأنشطة جمعت المعلمين وطلاب الجامعات والمهتمين بالتعليم. في عام 2023 وبتوفيق الله تكللت الجهود، وتم اختياري ضمن أول مجموعة جوجل لأبطال التعليم، حيث تلخصت مشاركتي في تعزيز جودة التعليم المحلي وتقديم أفضل الممارسات العالمية في تكنولوجيا التعليم ودمجها بما يتماشى مع الثقافة المحلية. سافرت لسنغافورة لحضور الندوة في المكتب الإقليمي لشركة جوجل، وبرز اسم ليبيا على خارطة المشاركين. كانت تجربة استثنائية وأكثر من رائعة، ضمت ورش عمل ومحاضرات تعريف بمنتجات وحلول جوجل التعليمية، وفرصة رائعة لتبادل الخبرات والمعرفة مع معلمي ومطوري التعليم حول العالم، وختمت بتتويجي بميدالية أبطال جوجل. عدت بطموحات وأفكار كبيرة ومبتكرة، ومنذ بداية هذا العام كان التركيز على دعم المعلمين المحليين في رحلة تطويرهم المهني في المسارات العالمية المعتمدة. وبهذه المبادرة تم اختياري لحضور أكاديمية مطوري جوجل ليتم توجيهي وإرشادي في مشروعي لتنصيب آلية دعم واسعة النطاق تعزز ثقافة التحول الرقمي التدريجي والمستدام لنظام التعليم المحلي. أشارككم شهاداتي عن برنامجي المطور المعتمد وقائد مجتمع جوجل المعتمد اللتان استلمتهما مؤخرا. ماذا ستحمل 2025 في طياتها؟ أشكر أولا كل المعلمين والمعلمات الذين دعموا وساندوا المبادرات والمشاريع السابقة، وأدعو الجميع للعمل والتعاون ليكون عام 2025 هو عام تكنولوجيا التعليم في ليبيا. وشكرا.
All right. Hey, Heba, please help us out here because we don't have the ability to understand Arabic. Now, this is your your time to explain to us what was the video about.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Atika. This is my timeline when I've started my journey of professional development and earning my Google certificates. It started before, yes, it is my journey, yes. So it started before 2019 when I was looking for teaching coding for kids because I'm engineer. I have a good engineering and programming knowledge and background, and I want to pass this to my kids and other kids. So that led me to Google curriculums as CS First and also to code.org. And when I started looking for these things, I found this 30 video. So I found okay, let me share. Okay, so I found this Google Level 1 certificate. That at that point there wasn't like an urge to use electronic e-learning or distant learning solutions. But I've already started the training, gained my first one level 1 certificate. Then the pandemic has started 2020. So I found myself ready, alhamdulillah. Then I went from one certificate to another. Some of the main points or the milestones when I became a trainer, that's in 2021. Then I immediately I've created the GEG. So I've served my community, introduced to technology, to Google certificates, because till now there are just a few members who has earned their certificates with Google PD program. Last year, this is where we have met, me and Atika. I have joined Google Champions for extracting the global best practices for educational technology and incorporate them, align with our culture to align with the MOE. After Singapore with very big ambitions and very big ideas to change the existing educational support landscape, to foster a culture of progressive digital transformation in school. And that is my challenge in VIA 24. We have just finished the academy. We have just received our certificates. So now the next month I'm going to make this happen realistically happen in our schools and our Ministry of Education. And this is my journey. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Heba. I wonder if you could also share with us, because I'm sure not many of us here is actually familiar with Libya. Maybe some of us, this is also their first time hearing about Libya. Maybe you can share about Libya just a little bit, and then what's the education landscape is like in Libya.
Okay. So here in Libya, the Ministry of Education sector is it's like one of the main sectors in the country. It contains more than 500,000 teachers, 4,000 schools. We have about from grade 1 to grade 12, we have 2.5 million students. Okay. The main focus is on the public section. We have more public schools than the private section. The Ministry of Education still and the teachers still doesn't. We have a transformation, a digital transformation vision, but on real time, it's still, let's say, on its first beginning. I guess I managed to share my screen. Do you want us to finish with Gemini, Atika?
Yes, if you want to, then you can share. You can just demonstrate a little bit on how Gemini
Okay.
works and what's it look like, and then we can continue on with our conversation.
It won't take time.
Yes, yes.
Gemini will
Of course.
create this no time. So yes, yeah. So here it is. Again, I have just created a new vids file. Okay, and this time with this account, I have this the icon of Gemini, and I just click that, so the prompt place appears here, and I've wrote a simple prompt: create a video about volcano based on the information in this document, and I have typed the at and selected this file. The file I told you about, this is a document file prepared by the teacher. It's like a lesson plan. Okay. So the teacher wants to create this video for her student. Then we will click next. It will take some time. It's now Gemini creating file. It will show you the outlines. Here it is. Okay, so the outlines here, how many scenes Gemini has added to this one. We can add or edit or remove scene at this point, but
Heba?
it's better to press next and then
Heba, your screen
after
is
finishing
still on the hello, let's start
this.
creating.
Yeah, yes, I've noticed.
Mm.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Should we wait?
Okay.
Don't worry, this happens. Things like this happens when we use technology in our life. Like I told you in the beginning, ever since we started in 2021, we do experience this kind of challenges every once in a while. And
Yeah.
yeah, all
But to be
right.
honest,
No matter how advanced the technology is, right? There will always be some kind of challenges along the way, and this could be any days. It will choose this then this time today. I think Heba.
This is just I mentioned at the beginning of this session because of the weather today,
Yes,
And to
yes.
be
unfortunately. Okay. So am I sharing my is it
Your screen is still on the hello, let's start creep.
still on?
Yeah, it's still there.
But
I think
I'm
we
pretty
did
sure
this.
that the audience can do this. It's very simple. Adding the prompt to Google Vids and Gemini will do the rest.
Right, right. But we do have one question related to Gemini. Heba, do you want to take the question?
Okay.
Right. So Dayang was asking, is Gemini similar to ChatGPT? Because wait a second, device is not here. Okay. Let's wait for Heba to come back.
hear me now.
Yes, Heba.
Okay.
Both
So
are
Gemini and GPT and other tools both are AI generative tools. So they generate medias or materials. But in my opinion, because Gemini is a Google tool and Google is focusing on education, so this tool, the tool that embedded workspace, will give better results, better prompt results for teachers and students than other. Myself don't give Gemini much instruction to create a lesson plan or to guide me through supervision or directing a teacher.
Right. If I can help you, Heba, some of us might not have catch what Heba said just now. So Heba was mentioning that in essence, Gemini and ChatGPT are from the same foundation. So both Gemini and ChatGPT are generative AI, generative artificial intelligence. What that means that they can learn by themselves from the big data over the internet and generate some things, create some things. However, the difference between Gemini and ChatGPT is that Gemini is a Google product and very much centered around education and how to tailor Gemini to generate or create things for education. So you will be seeing how using Gemini can help you a lot in the classroom, like lesson planning, lesson plan creation, making contents or materials for your lessons. All right, Kiva, do you want to add anything else, or do we want to get back to your story?
I want to apologize for the internet condition today. This is not the everyday condition of internet in Libya, but as I mentioned, it's always happening. The day you need the internet the most, the internet fails you. because it's really windy, heavy. Government has announced urgent situation in some suburbs here around Tripoli and in other small cities. We have small floods here and there. And it's hard to tell someone to fix your internet today. No one will go out and fix the antenna because it's still windy and it's still a bit urgent outside. Thank you for being patient. I hope I can I could add something for your experience. And thank you, Atika, for this opportunity.
No problem, no problem. Perhaps if you can, Heba, maybe just share with us a little bit more. We understand from your video that you are currently doing making all your efforts as a Google Educator Group leader in Libya to make sure that you can create awareness and also upskill teachers in using technology. And maybe you can also share with us what is the situation is like in Libya when it comes to teachers and training in technology. Are they excited a lot? Or are they proactive, or are they like, oh, I go to trainings because my boss, my principals tell me to go to training? What's the situation is like?
Yeah. No, because it's not guided, the professional development or earning global certificates. It's not guided by the Ministry of Education. So we're still dealing with the early adopters. If you understand what I mean. So the people who are eager to learn something new, who want to
Libya, your
new.
audio is
Okay,
being cut
but
off.
so far, because others still, there isn't
Heba?
any motivation for them to start or to push themselves to start.
Heba, is it
Is it
possible
okay
for you
now?
to? Yes, maybe you want to repeat what you told us just now. We couldn't hear from the moment you start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because the situation, the nation scale, we're still not encouraging teacher to gain their international certificates or their global certificates. So now we're still dealing with the early adopters, people who like to try something new, to start their PD journey, but the others, because they still like to stay in their safe zone, let's say, no one asks them to, so you need to do this or you need to finish this time of training or this. So we're still PD or technology PDs are still local. So this is what I was doing the last couple of years. I am trying to aware educations and teachers in Libya with certificates of Google and the technology tools, the other technology tools. So let's say we still at the beginning. Although pandemic has started and finished, and the urge of using e-learning and distant learning tools was high, but till now there isn't any clear path or vision. so the teacher can start and be motivated for their own PD journey.
Are you okay to take on some questions from our teacher friends?
Yeah, if there is any question, yes, please.
Yes. If you guys have any questions, this is your time. You can drop in your question in the chat box,
Yeah.
or you can also unmute and ask Heba directly. This is your chance to ask question. I think I see a question before this. Zubair. Zubair asked you if you are in Idlib, Heba.
Where?
Are you in Idlib? Or are you from someplace else in Libya?
No. Okay. So no, Idlib is a city in Syria. I am in Libya, okay, on the Mediterranean, North Africa. I'm in Tripoli, the capital of Libya. Okay. Libyans are all Arab. We all speak Arabic. We're all Muslim, like many of our Arab countries. Yeah, there is the international schools where we teach the kids British or American curriculums. But basically, all Libyans speaks Arabic and they're all Muslim. Idlib is in Syria.
This is two different countries altogether, right? Right. If you guys have questions, don't be shy. You can ask us into Heba. Whatever question you have, it doesn't have to be a Google-based question. It doesn't have to be technology-based question, right? Whatever question you have heard that briefly about Heba's story and her journey. You've watched her videos. Perhaps you have questions about that, about her life, about her personal. Yes, Dayang, please unmute yourself and ask Heba directly, if you will.
Hello, Heba. Assalamualaikum.
وعليكم السلام.
كيف حالك يا حبيبي?
Thank you.
Okay, Heba. It's first of all, congratulations for you becoming a certified Google educator. Congratulations, well done with that. So I have questions. Are you teaching in Tripoli? So if you're a teacher there, how do you apply your Google certificate in your class? Thank you.
Thank you, Diane. That's a good question.
Okay, thank you, Diane, for your question. Yes, I'm a teacher. I'm teaching computer science and ICT for grade 7, 9, and 10. 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So first thing, I use Google Workspace whenever and however I can. I create Google Classroom. Let me say something. This may surprise you. Even in my school, they don't use Google Workspace as a domain for their school. We're using a local educational application to connect with the teachers, parents, and students. So I'm a certified Google educator. So I'm using Google whenever and however I need. I created Google Classroom for my students. I've learned them to use Google Classroom to send and submit their work on Google Classroom. Because I'm teaching computer, so when there is any digital skill, the curriculum mentioned, I go directly to Google Workspace and use that tool. So I've taught grade 7 this year for their presentation project to use Google Slide. For their newsletter project, they use Google Docs. They are allowed I give them the space or the chance to use other tools if they feel more comfortable with. But I'm explaining Google tools. I'm demonstrating and showing Google tools for the kids, and I also collect their work on Google Classroom. I have conducted many, let's say, events inspired and based on Google for my teachers. And as we said, I'm still on the stage of creating the awareness with Google tools, not because they don't know about the Google tools, but because they don't know that the Google Workspace is a complete system. So when you use this, you don't need to use other tools, or you don't need to use other applications or other softwares. So I'm still convincing the administration and the management that Google Workspace for their school is enough and more than enough.
Right. Thank you, Heba. Perhaps one more question. Final question to all. You can either unmute yourself or drop your question in the chat. Do you have any question? It doesn't have to be technology related, guys. Don't worry. Anything that you're curious about. Heba, while we're waiting for
Yeah.
a question from our friends, perhaps you can
Mhm.
share with us in your throughout the years of your experience trying to give awareness, trying to encourage teachers and other educator friends to, you know, learn and make use of technology. Maybe you can share with
Mhm.
us like what is one most significant thing you learned from your journey? Something about
Okay.
change. Yeah. What changed the most and
Yeah.
what you learned about it?
Okay. Yes. Good question, Atika. Thank you. But before answering, I have prepared this Gemini Google vid before this while I'm preparing for this session. Okay, so I want to share this folder with you. So after creating the prompt, writing, create a video using this file, then choosing the template and the scenes I want to include in my video, I clicked generate, and this is the result. I hope this works for you. If you don't have vids, try the accounts I give you earlier. Okay, so the thing that I have learned in my journey, and I guess Singapore was very milestone. It's very and changed my mind in different ways. So the best thing I took with me was when they say think big and smart and start small. So because before Singapore, the 3 or 4 years before Singapore, I was feeling that I done nothing. I couldn't change anything. Because of this previous expectations. Now that time I'm a trainer, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I have conducted many meetings with the Ministry of Education, with other stakeholders, with companies for supporting and sponsoring my initiatives. So I felt that I did nothing, but just going to Singapore means that I did something. And think big and start small. I guess this is the key for the situation here in Libya. I know where this gonna take the educational system, the local education system, but it can't be done like a click of a button. I should start small. I should start with a small group of teachers, even if they are 2 or 3 teachers. I changing one mind at a time will yeah, someday will make a difference in the whole educational landscape. So I guess this is the lesson that I have learned. Because before Singapore, I was thinking, let's do this, let's change that here. Let's the Ministry of Education should do this. And yes, we had a conversation about this, Atika, maybe when we met the first time. But now I'm going, let's say, with the base of the local teachers and the Ministry of Education teacher, not with what I am expecting or what I would like to happen.
Right. That's such a very motivational story that you have there, Eva. Such a journey. I think
Thank you.
it also contains a very powerful message here about thinking big and starting small. We have to think big to set a destination, to make sure that we have an objective, the place where we want to go to have an ambition that
Yes.
always drive us forward. But don't be afraid to take small steps, right? So
Yeah.
think big and start small. I think to reflect back in our own experience as teachers here in Malaysia also, if you guys can also relate, we're always told like, oh, it has to be big. Anything that we want to do, it
Yeah.
has to be a carnival size. It has to be
Yeah.
like it has to be school
Yeah.
wide, it has to be statewide, it has to be international, it has to be
Yes.
national level. It doesn't have to be that way, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we ourselves can make change. I wonder if you guys are relating to this, and if you're thinking about your own change journey as well. Like if you were also like Kiba, when you wanted to make change, but you are stuck and you
Yeah.
couldn't make change, right? And then you feel like, oh, nobody in this world is helping me. But I want to encourage all of you. I concur with Hiba. I want to also say to all of you that keep thinking big. We need people who are as passionate as you guys are, but don't be afraid to take small steps. Perhaps that small steps is what can sustain you to go towards your big goal. Right? Do you have your own change story? Do you have your own journey? Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Do you have your own thing that you're so passionate about? It doesn't have to be technology, you guys. Do you have anything that just drive you forward? Like I have to do this. Then I want to encourage all of you to do that. Right? Go for it.
Yeah.
Take small opportunities. Go with these small steps. Eventually, you will see it working your way, inshallah. All right. Any question? And you guys think Heba has shared her Gemini demonstration in the chat, so you guys can see it there. If we don't have any other question, I want to thank Heba once again. Thank you so much, Heba. Thank you so much, Heba,
Thank
for the
you.
sharing. No problem, no problem. We're so glad to have you tonight, despite all of the challenges. Right. Thank you for staying with us in the session. Your knowledge, your journey is very inspiring. And I think everyone else feels the same as well. And to just see you like trying to go through every step of the way tonight through the session towards all the audio and the video challenges. Yeah, just show us how committed you are. And I personally is very much inspired and motivated by that. And
Thank you, Atika. As usual, you're always there for support and for encourage and inspire people. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for the other opportunities, and looking forward for new sessions in summer. We do them in summer, so no winds or heavy rains.
Right. Let's try to avoid the rain and the winter snow next
Yeah,
time. All right.
inshallah.
I also want to say thank you for all of you guys who have been with us since the beginning of the session tonight until the end of it. I'm making sure that this is the we are already at the end of the session. Don't worry. I just have a little bit of announcement before we close the session. I'm letting you guys go. Don't worry. So let me share. Right. So one of the things that we have here at GTC is not only session for educators. We also have opportunities like classroom collaboration, culture swap between countries. And we also have the people that we want to be with the most is actually the educators. So one of the opportunities we have right now, the recent one is actually Educator Learning Retreat. We are going to Sarawak. This is our second Educator Learning Retreat. The first one was last year in 2023, where we went to Sabah for a whole week and we went to 3 different districts. Tawau, and then we went island hopping in Semporna. We went to Kudat, see the tip of Borneo, and then to Kota Kinabalu. So this time for Educator Learning Retreat 2, we are going to Sarawak. Also, one whole week, we are going to cover 3 different districts from Miri, and then we're going to be in that Nia National Park, to Cebu, and then to Kuching before we wrap up the week for Educator Learning Retreat. There we have quite few diversified learning partners that you will be able to take knowledge and information from. We will be visiting school. We will be learning from national park managers and national park rangers. We will be learning from Longhouse community, Iban Longhouse community. We'll be visiting other teacher communities as well. We're going to places. So spots are limited, people, but we still have spots available. So you can check out the program deck and how to register. The link and the QR code is there. So it's bit.ly/GTC Retreat 2025. You can check out the program deck and then you can get to me to register to sign up. We are going on the 20th to 26th of January next month. So I hope some of you guys that we'll be seeing tonight, is actually one of the people who are also in the retreat. So yeah, really want to make sure, I really want to encourage you to join this. Okay. The cost, Elwin is asking about the cost. So the cost you can see in the program deck, Elwin. So in the deck, there are costs, the shared costs for participation and also the personal costs. Everything is in the info, but if you need more information, you can also reach out to me. How to reach out to me is also in the program deck. Okay. Right. Are you a member? If you're not yet a member, you can register. It's bit.ly/dc2024_register. You can also scan the QR code there to get to the registration form. When you become a member, you will be in a member-only group. Sometimes opportunities are only open to members. So that's why we really encourage you to become a member. And you will get a first-hand email announcement about session before anyone else. All right. Some of you asked about SPL KPM and attendance. So how you do that is by certificate. And how we do it here is by certificate requests. You request to get your certificate. Only 3 simple steps. Step 1, please email your requests with session date today to global.teacher.conversation@gmail.com. And then you provide the details that you want to appear on your cert. If you want your full name or short name, you just give your full name or short name in the email. If you want name with your IC number, then you give a name with IC number. Some people want name, IC number, school name. That's okay. That's fine too. We also do that. So whatever information that you want to appear on the cert, please provide in your email. Just send us a request for certificate to global.teacher.conversation@gmail.com. What will happen after that is that GTC will review your request, whether you joined our session, whether you take part in the conversation. And then step 3, you will receive a response to your request via email. All right. Simple, right? Then, if you'd like to share your reflection, share your experience about tonight's session, you can also, we are also on Facebook, so you can tag us at Global Teacher Conversation. You can also check us out at Global Teacher Conversation on Facebook. And next, our 10th GTC January session will happen in the next 2 weeks on the 21st of December, also on the Saturday night. Tonight is an exception where we start at 8:30. We will be going back to our usual timing on 21st of December at 8 p.m. All right. The 10th will be also our final session, GTC session for the year. So if you can make it to the 21st of December to our session, please join us at 8 p.m. on 21st December. All right. That's all. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us in this session. Please take care. Hope you will remain healthy until we see you guys again on the 21st of December. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Goodbye.